Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Comes across as very genuine, shake your hand, look you in the eye kind of guy, and he's just not.
A local couple called our whistleblower hotline wanting to share a warning about a contractor they say took them for a ride over the last 11 months, costing them around $280,000 so far. Valley News News' Molly Casey has this story.
A project that was expected to only take a few months.
11 months ago we started, and 11 months later our house is done.
Last November, Lucas and Elizabeth Brand began the process of building a new home. They bought the land and hired JMB Builders Incorporated, but their excitement quickly soured.
He wouldn't come out here for 2 or 3 weeks at a swing, and then he'd come out here and put a couple of boards up.
But it wasn't just the time frame that became an issue. There were flaws in the work being done, like improperly installed drywall and more.
He built the doors, which are all backwards.
The agreement was that the house would be done in 3 months. That didn't happen, and the work was supposed to cost them $240,000. That price eventually went up, but they weren't the only ones stiffed by the contractor on this project.
He didn't pay our electrician, he didn't pay our plumber,
yeah.
and he didn't pay for the concrete for our driveway and sidewalk.
Yeah.
And then the couple learned that the contractor, identified as Josh Vance, lost his contractor's license in 2014 through a story on Valley News' website. The Brands fired Vance and moved into their house in June and completed smaller tasks themselves. But there are still bigger issues that need to be fixed, which will end up costing the Brands even more money.
And our roof leaks, and our siding is like literally falling off of the house in a couple of places.
And they have one piece of advice for those looking to hire someone to build them a new home.
Just do a lot of research.
From Abercrombie, North Dakota, Molly Casey, Valley News Live.
We tried calling multiple numbers associated with JMB Builders Incorporated, including the number registered on the company's license, but that was disconnected and other phone numbers rang to unregistered voicemail boxes. Now, as we mentioned, this story came to us via our whistleblower hotline. If you need help with a serious issue in your community, call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip, and we will do our best to get your issues resolved. Pictures of this adorable bundle of joy are being shared all over social media. This is Hazley Joe, the daughter of Savannah Graywin. Ashton Matheny, who had been in a long-term relationship with Savannah for 7 years, is posting tons of photos of Hazley Joe on several social media platforms, basically confirming he has custody of the child. However, Cass County Social Services nor the police have not told us that. Hazley Joe was found last month in the same apartment where Savannah's family said she was last seen. Cass County Social Services then took the baby into custody. A DNA test was performed on Hazley Joe to confirm her identity, but they have not told us those results. But it's pretty obvious from the pictures being posted that the family has been told the DNA results. Savannah's body was found in the Red River north of Moorhead, Minnesota, a few days after the baby was found in that apartment we just showed you. And William Hain and Brooke Cruz are facing multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit murder, conspiracy to commit kidnapping, and false information in relation to Savannah's death. The next court date for Cruz is September 28th, and Hain will be in court on October 4th. A Minnesota man is dead after his vehicle was hit by a train in Ward County, North Dakota. It happened this afternoon on 198th Street Northwest near Des Lacs, North Dakota, which is west of Minot. North Dakota Highway Patrol says the 74-year-old man from Hollandale, Minnesota was heading south on 198th Street when he failed to yield to an oncoming train. BNSF train was heading east when it hit the passenger side of the driver's truck. The train came to a stop about a mile from the initial crash. The truck was attached to the train the entire way, and the driver of the truck died at the site of that accident, and officials say he was not wearing a seatbelt. The crash remains under investigation by the North Dakota Highway Patrol. 3 people had to be airlifted to a hospital in Fargo after troopers say the driver crashed while changing the radio station in the vehicle. Troopers say 18-year-old Kennedy Starr Heisler was driving with 3 other people in the vehicle on Highway 113 near Waubun, Minnesota, when the crash happened. Investigators say Heisler left the roadway while changing the radio, hit a driveway approach, and the vehicle went into the air. Heisler and 2 others were airlifted to Sanford Hospital in Fargo with non-life-threatening injuries. The 4th person in the car wasn't hurt, and get this, Heisler could face charges. Investigators in Valley City are looking into a theft report at an area grocery store. Police Chief Phil Hatcher said an undisclosed amount of cash was taken from Marketplace Foods in Valley City. He said the case is open and more details will be released later. Anyone with any information about this theft is encouraged to contact the Valley City Police Department at 701-845-3110. The Fargo Police Department hosted Fargo United this evening. It was over at Brunsdale Park. The police department has these types of events to create trust and build a positive relationships with the community. The event was sponsored by several local stores and restaurants, and you can head over to the Fargo PD's Facebook page to know when they're going to schedule another event like this.